Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Zach Dunn, and I chose to do my persuaded speech on homosexuality. A major issue in today's society. It has become simple as that. The issue is increasingly escalating and has begun to take over our society. As Christians, one must always demonstrate the love of God in these situations, instead of fighting against those who are homosexual. I aim to address the issue, present what Christians have been doing wrong in reaching out to this crowd, and then to effectively persuade Christians on better solutions in successfully breaking down the barrier homosexuals have put up against Christians. So my first point would be, to present the issue itself. Homosexuality obviously has became a major issue in recent years. We look at it as a condition of disordered sexuality that reflects the brokenness of our sinful world. In fact, some statistics to go along with that, 2.2% of men in the U.S. identify as gay, along with 1.1% of women. They claim to be lesbian. And then on top of that, the most astounding stat is 63% of all Americans believe that homosexuality is morally okay. And that is the major issue. That's 50% of all Americans believe that it is morally okay, it's a morally acceptable lifestyle. And that's just unbelievable to me. It's absolutely astounding. Homosexuality has also been a prime cause for disease. That's how a lot of the sexually transmitted diseases have originated. It's not good. There's nothing good about it. But the next issue would be, many Christians, not all, but they've completely separated themselves. They've put them on a separate island. And that's really not the right thing. That's not what God has called us to do. God has called us to go out and make disciples of all nations. And that's not just talking about, going out and reaching people who don't believe in God, but reaching out to these people who have a different lifestyle than us. To go on, many Christians, have shifted their efforts from trying to reach out and transform the lives of homosexuals to the saving grace of Jesus Christ, to community, to reach the homosexual community. Many Christians have fought against the rights of homosexuals in employment, housing, marriage, etc. It goes on. It's really the wrong battle we're facing. Why are we fighting against those things? It's not what. Let them do that. Let them fight for that. Okay. What we need to do is, working on the lives of those people who are lost, who are struggling with these things. Many have promoted state religious freedom restoration acts, which is simply neutralizing human rights legislation by preserving individuals' freedoms of religion discriminating against others. And that's simply wrong. As a Christian, that is absolutely wrong. We should not be doing that. Discriminating is not right at all, whether we believe in it or not. Many Christians through social media displayed their frustration with government acts and efforts to provide equal rights to these communities. And then, simply in return, this community sees these posts on Facebook and Twitter and, you name it. And, they tend to have this negative view of Christians. They view them as people who hate them and therefore, want nothing to do with them. Or their efforts to witness, they don't want, homosexuals don't want anything to do with the efforts of Christians trying to share their love of God with them. They just turn us off, tune us out, and that's what we've been doing wrong all along. Here is what we can do right. The solution to the problem is always to set a good example by the way you live your life as Christians to effectively reach the homosexual community. I'm always reminded, Mark 12:31 reads, "Love thy neighbor as thyself." As Christians, it is important to apply this verse, especially when trying to effectively change their view on us. Secondly, show homosexuals that you care about them. Instead of fighting against their efforts for equal rights, fight the sin that has consumed their life. Let them look to you as a friend. Set a good example by living according to the way God has commanded us. They will notice how different you are from the world. The fruits won't go unnoticed. And then finally, always share Scripture with them. What I mean by this is not to simply give them all the verses, in the world about how wrong their lifestyle is, but show them Scriptures that display the love of God. If you can effectively lay the seeds of Christ's redeeming love in their life, God will be the ultimate transformer in their lives. And then finally, pray for them. Pray for people who struggle with homosexuality. That the Lord will allow those seeds that you planted to grow within their soul. It is not our duty to change them. We must lay the seed by sharing Scripture and allowing them to see God through the way we live our life. For this will change them. A quick little story here. I went down to the Disney College program in Florida, and I encountered a lot of the homosexual community there, and I went down there with a very negative view of homosexuals. I didn't want anything to do with them. I quickly learned that it was the wrong mindset. I became really good friends with a lot of them. One particular instance, I had a conversation with a lesbian down there, and she asked me, she's like, "Where do you go to school at?" And I was like, "Oh, Liberty University." And, she automatically put the two and two together. She knew that Liberty University was a Christian school, and she automatically assumed that Liberty University hates Christians. And, that is the negative viewpoint of these people on Christians, and that, Christians have created this for themselves. And it is our duty to go out there and try to break down this barrier these, homosexuals have put up against us. I quickly explained to her and said, "No, absolutely not. We love you guys. We value your life. We care for you. We don't agree. We only don't agree, the way you are living. We simply love you. I cherish you as a friend. But the way you're living is what we agree with. We love the individual. We hate the sin. Simple as that." Thank you.